Oh my gosh, I think it's working. Here we go. So, I go through. I know, you would think that you just start this stuff and it's just rolling, but no. But no. Drum roll, please. That way is in the house. How you doing that way? Good afternoon. Okay, I'll go sideways. Oh, hey Helen, how are you today? How's the UK energy? Oh, been a really whacked 48 hours. In a good way. Just very sleepy. Very sleepy. Very mellow. Very, I don't know the words. I ain't got the words. You feeling the tiredness too, Helen? Yeah, I feel very calm. I feel very, very calm and just, I'm in a different time zone for sleeping. I'm falling asleep at in the wee hours of the morning here and waking up at 11 noon and just completely just going with it. Feels good. It is what it is, and yeah, the calm vibes are, it's soothing. It's just, I don't even have the words for it. You too that way? It's been sunny out. See, for us, we haven't had sun now in, I don't know, at least 2 days. And we were supposed to get these huge winds and this major sleet and just storm, and it went around us, I presume, because we didn't get it. We didn't get it at all. So, Helen, sleep is very weird now, but I think we're all experiencing weird sleep patterns. Yeah. Do you find that you're more in Dominic's time zone, like in Canada time? Does it seem to match up for you guys? Or are you guys completely so opposite that you have to figure out when you're gonna, connect and talk? See, I can't figure out just what time zone I'm in the sense of the need to sleep is matching, not anything in my time zone, that's for sure. Beloved's last video for me to sleep last night was pretty awesome. Do you mean House of Beloved, her channel, or do you mean your beloved Dominic put you to sleep? She commented on my videos yesterday, House of Beloved, but I didn't see a new video from her, which would be par the course of, half the people that are my people are not showing up in my feed. Hey, Shrina's World, how are you doing today? I'm doing really good, thanks for asking. It's a beautiful day. We have cloud cover and rain, but it smells amazing outside. It's just so beautiful. I love it. I love the rain. Yeah, so we didn't get any thunder, lightning. We didn't get anything. It just totally went around us. Okay, not seen House of Beloved for a bit, but have been offline. Yeah, I don't think she's making videos, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I tend to be, I might look like I'm online because I'm commenting and just, you know, in certain people's videos, but I'm not a lot. I'm just really being, you know, within and just like la-di-da here in Neverland, but just popping into certain videos and to the point where it's like I'm completely guided to go into them and get what I need, that feeling of, you know, whatever it is in the moment. And there's not, it's like I said in another live not long ago, you know, for me, everything's been said and done, so I'm not looking for informative or for anybody to like teach me anything right now. I'm more looking and being guided to like the sky videos, especially my sky watchers, and people that are really just sharing themselves, whether it be their geographic location. I'm solidly guided to watch videos that, you know, are intended to be more serene and just showing animals and landmass. Helen, I thought I might post this week, but I might just need to rest after work this week. Craziness. Yep, follow what you need to do for yourself, Helen. It's that time where you're still here, even if you're not posting. You're still in everybody's, you know, field and heart and all that. And if you feel guided, you know, then you do. And if you don't, then you don't. I feel that just map-wise, the changes within the next couple weeks are going to be like huge. But that's just my internal feeling. Hey, John Binney, sending love, love, love back to you too, dude. Hey, Alex, I am Groot. Love you too, honey. How's your day going? It's gotta be early evening for you, or late evening, actually. It must even be dark. Nice to see you guys. I'm not remembering my dream time at all lately, like at all, but I'm waking up not awake and very happy. So Helen says, yeah, I welcome a huge shift. Get that positivity in. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. I feel just that there's no acceleration, and like the fear level is going down all the time in the collective, not up, is what I feel. I don't know about other people, but and that's why that calm feeling is inside me most likely. It's so prevalent, the calmness inside me, because instead of feeling that collectively people are, you know, rising in fear, it's lowering all the time. Kind of taking a lot of a load off of that fear feeling that was in the air is not there. For me, anyways. I'm not sure about anyone else. John Binney says, I feel the vibes are super high. Yay. That's what I feel as well. And, you know, like I'm limiting what I do and not perpetuating myself into my reality a lot. But when I do go out, just people are happy. People are happy. Helen, fear can make you ill. It has to go. Exactly. And, exactly. Nothing can survive these times. All of the collective's deepest fears are right in front of our faces. And therefore, you know, whether people were doing the work or even had any clue that they were, you know, it's right there. You gotta overcome and you know, you cannot take fear with you through the eye of the needle. John Binney says, calm yet exciting. Yeah, it's like that. It's the way I would call it would be that before Christmas feeling, that childhood before Christmas feeling that, you know, whether we had perfect, amazing Christmases or not, that imaginary, like, feeling of what it's supposed to feel like when everything is amazing. That's what it feels like for me right now. And it's like that, it's like I can see the gifts all around and I can't, it's not time to open them. And within all the gifts that are all around me that I'm not allowed to touch or open, it's very clear to me that within all the packages that I can't open, the aura energy is like of everything I just ever wanted is inside. And, you know, progressively, there's going to be openings more and more. John Binney says, yes, Ascension Eve. Yeah. Helen says, I had the best Christmas of my life this year gone, and I'm ready for it again in my future. Exactly. Exactly. That to not hold on, you cannot repeat the same feeling of that best Christmas, but that ready for it again in an even more. I get what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. It's nice, eh? It's really nice. I would wish that the feeling that I have for everyone. I'm at that spot just of just enjoying it. Helen says it can only get better even though we might not feel it. Yes, it can only get better, and I said that to a random complete stranger last week in public because he was kind of looking at me, and I said it can only get better from here. And he said, you think? And how can it get worse? How can it get worse? You know, in the reality of the world, you know, I can't. Hey, Tom, how you doing? I'm really glad you're here. How's your day gone? Helen, let's manifest it. Great stuff. Yes, and it's that feeling of let's manifest it that I believe is so important, to just that inner knowing that we are manifesting better, and, you know, to just harness that magic, that feeling that it you know, it's not even a time for a vision board and making up. We already know inside what we want. It's really to let it out. Fifth World. Hey, April. I was thinking about you so much this morning. Oh my gosh. Hello, all. I'm listening while grocery shopping. LOL. Much love and peace to everyone here. Oh, right on. You spread those little love vibes in your grocery store. I feel like grabbing stuff and putting it in your cart. Hey, April, if you find weird ass shit in your cart, that's me. I just threw some random stuff in there. So when you get to the cash register, you're like, what? I didn't put that in there. I'm doing it. Watch out. I'm gonna grab all the chocolate. Hey, Tom. Tree Hugger Dave. Hey, how you doing, Tree Hugger Dave? I just can't stop giggling them throwing stuff into April's cart. John Binney says, yum, peanuts. Yeah, let's grab all the peanuts. Put them in her cart. Grab peanut butter with the chunks in it and throw them in the cart. Oh, man. Oh, frick. April, I want to throw some condoms in there for you. Oh, fuck, man. Oh, Helen says, yay, giggling. Yeah, don't get me started. I can't stop. Peanut butter jelly time. I've been eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches like almost every night. I can't help myself. They're so yummy. And I put like this thick of peanut butter. If you're gonna go, you gotta go all out. Tom, I started the Age of Taurus information one, but I can't grasp information. If you want to redo it in the jokiest way, I'll be able to understand it. That I started the video, and I think I commented somewhere, I can't remember. Like, I started it, and then I couldn't, I really don't care if we're in the age of Aquarius or Taurus or like fucking Sagittarius. Like, I don't fucking care. Just like, let's get her done, people. Let's get her done. Tree hugger Dave, I'm good. Been digging up perennials all morning that will later be given away and making room for all the new flowers growing in the greenhouses. Right on. Right on. That's awesome. Filled 300 plus of those little grocery sacks. Yeah. Awesome. Right on. Sharing is caring. Alex, I am Groot, says I am Groot. I have a Groot. I forget what his name is of his channel. I think it's is The Real Groot. I can't remember. But anyways, I thought of you this morning because he has a video out. And I was like, oh, identity theft. And I see somebody scrapping it out for the name. Helen Skygazer, all going through the age of Aquarius. It's so cool. I think it's all connected to the Mandela effect. Heck yes. Heck yes. And Bridget 5, I am not giggling at I am Groot. Awesome. I love watching you guys chit chat in the comments. That's my favorite. But yeah, first of all, Tom, whether it's the age of Aquarius or Taurus, all the songs are about age of Aquarius. I can start singing them with the age of Taurus instead, though. This is the dawning of the age of Taurus. Oh, man. Your phone is broken, Alex? What'd you do? Did you sit on it? Did you throw it? I only threw my phone across the room once. I got a random, well, I guess it wasn't random, but I was talking to somebody and they sent me a dick pic. I was so shocked I threw the fucking phone across the room and said, what the fuck have you done? You fucking poisoned my phone with your penis. Oh, man. Oh, yay. Say hi to your mommy for us. Have a good day, Helen. Evening. Fifth world. We are the man with the pitcher of water. However that goes in the scripture. I don't remember that one. I don't remember that one. I don't know. The mustard seed. That line has been coming up for me a lot this week. The mustard seed. Living water. We are living water, April, eh? Oh my God. Love you too. Thank you guys for gathering. I don't know how many. There's supposedly 7 in the chat. It says 6 on one other side. I don't know. However many people. I'm glad you guys are here. We're all together. Keeping it up. Let's keep it up, buttercups. Vibes up. Oh, man. Fifth world appears 3 times in a row. Or Bridget said it. The fifth world, the flow is flowing. And it appears 3 times in my comment thing. I gotta love my app and how it works or doesn't work. The Aquarian Kings and Queens. I'll have to check out your info, Tom. You've been smashing it. Yeah, Tom's channel's special. Why? Because he says whatever the fuck he wants whenever he wants to, and that's what a channel's supposed to be. Don't edit your own channel. Speak how you speak. It might take a little bit longer for people to see through and, like, fucking love you for who you are, but hell, it's gotta be worth it, Tom. They're all the real deal, eh? Ooh, 3 times is magic. Definitely, eh, Bridget? And I wonder to what point when that happens in my feed on the one side. I use 2 devices. You guys know that by now. If you've been watching me before. One to actually get the comments, and then the other one to kind of what the hell's going on with the comments. Me never know. But yeah, that the flow is flowing. I'm seeing it like 3 times on my screen. That's important. Tree Hugger Dave. Miracle of mustard scatter thoughts of love and joy. We are about to receive manifestation of all those dispositions of grace. Exactly. And really, we already are receiving it, because it's all about accepting where we are in the moment, that we're meant to be here, there, wherever, and enjoying it and living it for what it is, right? Esoteric Dragon 88. Love you too, dude. How's your day going? Love that fat little fucking robin you showed in your video. He's fucking ready to pop that one. When I had a house I was renting down the road here by the lake, I had a robin nest, and the first year I was there, and there was 2 eggs in it, and I wasn't touching it, wasn't going near it, and then one day I saw one of the eggs broken, like the yolk half, because the little chipmunk only ate half, and I was all sad, and then I was like, what the hell, like, circle of life, right? Like, don't be sad for the baby robin that didn't live, be happy for the little chipmunk that, scored a baby robin's egg. But the next year, I left the nest there, because sometimes they do choose to come back, but I kind of protected it differently. So the next year I got like the baby little hatchlings that were able to, I basically told the chipmunks, I feed you enough shit already, leave the fucking babies alone. And so they did. That was cool. I don't fuck with nature and leave them alone, but it's nice to have, like, right on your deck the little energy and magic of the babies, and me like it. Don Benny, I see an angel and a dragon cloud above my house this evening. Yay. Nice, baby. Right on. Dispensations, auto incorrect. Change my word to disposition. Okay. Esoteric Dragon, good. Just saying positive. Learning self-sufficiency. Yeah. It's self-sufficiency is a big fucking deal, eh? Whew. That's something. Took me a long time to learn that one. But then again, I'm not the smartest or, like, fastest fucking tool in the shed, and I gotta redo, like, everything over and over until I've milked the cycle for what it is. Excuse me. Fifth world. Operating outside of circles of time is what is confusing me most. I love the way you have clarity on this, Genevieve. Oh boy, I might look like I have clarity, but I'm like neither here nor there and weaving in and out of everything. I was looking outside yesterday. At one point, I was outside and I was looking around and I was like, oh man. What I see out here, what's actually out here, what only I see out here, and what could anybody else see out here is like fucking 5 or 6 different fucking worlds out there for me. It's crazy. Like, just, whew, it's crazy in a good way, but it's just like, there's no explaining or, even describing what I see anymore to a certain point at all. And I think sometimes, for how much I, want to cultivate and manifest that, tribe, and the actual, location, people together, but I'm not sure to what point that it's not better for me to be like all alone during this still. Because I don't know, whoever would be beside me at this point. Remember in Seinfeld how, like, what was her name? Elaine just always smacked somebody. Did you see that? I would, like, make somebody black and blue beside me right at this point, going like, holy shit, did you see that? Oh, fuck. We caught a squirrel camping out in the birdhouse yesterday. Oh, really? Right on. Squirrel be like, this is my house now. Have fun digging. Thanks for popping in, Tree Hugger Dave Mahoney. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Fifth World. I feel you, Genevieve. I've had a couple of trips out moments already today, but that's pretty much every day. It always passes. LOL. They're kind of becoming fun and not overwhelming. Yeah. To the point where it's like, why do I even bother looking at my device to get the, the synchronicity of the numbers? It's like, could you just fuck off and leave me alone? I see you, motherfucker. I see you, like, bugger off. Leave me alone for 5 minutes. And I say that in a good way and jesting because that's how I get through me, but at this point of my reality, like what I'm experiencing, I said it in a comment in a Skype chat this morning because somebody said we are safe, but are we really? And I was like, if we're not safe, then what the fuck is... I can barely walk around fucking naked for 5 fucking minutes anymore. Just there's so much fucking multi-dimensional shit around me. Like, fucking house party at all times, man. It's insane. Like, one of the reasons I'm always scratching at my face, there's always something fucking tickling me, and like, just whoop, elevation to the max. I can't even describe it. Bridget 5 Tarot. There's a squirrel in my world that used to empty birdhouses to store dried apples. Cutie. Our chipmunks are out and about and like in full like splendor of like gathering. And I had a bunch of peanuts that I kept like right at the top of my steps. And yesterday when I went and sat where that little water spot is beside the garage, by the time I came back, there was not one peanut left. He hoarded them all. Tom Eden, we are all going to celebrate when we actually break through the veil and start our new lives. What would you like to do straight away? I need a fire. Holy crap. I need a fire. That's the first thing we're doing. Fire. Fire. Not letting it go out. Hey, Morpheus. How you doing, my dude? It was so nice to see you in a vid. Brother, I fucking love you. I love that, the truth is in plain sight. If people want to listen to the news and think that fucking they're going batshit at the hospital, but if you go for a drive and you look in the parking lot, then you just see there's like not much fucking going on there. Personally, where the hospital is here, it's right off the main highway, and I haven't driven that far in over a week, but I mean, even before there was the same amount of activity, there was never more. So I'm not sure where we're at right now, but I don't even still understand the logic or the, like, how anyone besides someone with a chronic condition could even think that they could die of a flu, right? So you got a fever, so your throat hurt, so you couldn't move for a few days. Like, I just still can't grasp that, you know, I just, blah. Morpheus, thank you for commenting on my videos and showing support. G, you're absolutely amazing, and your perspective on this awakening is incredible. Thank you, Morpheus. I appreciate you. I'm so proud of you, dude. You got that soul thing with me that just, you're one of my people, and I'm really proud of you, Morpheus. I am. I really am. Bridget 5, I'm still watching for my site to expand. Oh, it will, baby. Oh my gosh. And it's in drips and drabs, and it's like those things where you just are not expecting, and then all of a sudden, like yesterday, it wasn't sunny, and I was looking at everything, and I'm like, where's all the crystal dust that was so apparent in the sun yesterday? Like, where is it? I can't, it's there. I can't see it the same way because the sun's not there. But then when I asked to see it the same way, it clicked in. So ask for it. Morpheus, Genevieve, yes, the hospitals are all empty. People are absolutely ignorant, believing millions and millions are dying. Crazy world. We have the Underground Railroad. We must all stick together. Fuck yeah. We're right on track. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. We got this. And, you know, some people, it is their part to play, to take the time to go make those videos like you did. It was yesterday, I think, Morpheus. I'm not good with my timelines. It feels like it was already so long ago, you know what I mean? But I think it was yesterday. And it was a major sync for me. Joseph is one of my ultimate synchronicities, safe names, and just the fact that, you know, St. Joseph's Hospital was like, of course Morpheus would be putting this out today. And, you know, just showing that it's not what it looks, it's not what we're being told it looks like. And, you know, obviously there's going to be, you know, hot spots where things are going a certain way. Why? Because collectively there was so much fear about bringing, you know, a virus in, that the virus was brought in. Because there was such a collective fear of it that a whole community manifests, you know, their own community's shit, you know, their reality. Fifth World, you down? Camping out in campfires. Right now, you can't even get to the state parks here, but the lift as soon as people realize we are free. Yeah, same here. We're in an all-over fire ban, and I got respect for it. Why? Because the collective reality is living out, you know, a 3D game, and I want to keep my first responders as safe and not running around for no fucking, just a little fire out of control, right? Yeah, I'm gonna be passing out by the campfire and sleeping outside so goddamn long. Y'all are gonna be like, don't you want to come inside? And I'd be like, no, why would I want to be inside? I've been inside since like November. You don't understand what it's like to have a Canadian winter. I will stay outside all fucking until I have to come in. Alex, very crazy, weird things happening around me too. Morpheus says, what kind of weird things? Alex, say something. Say what's happening that's weird. Morpheus, Genevieve, are you still in sync with 1221? Fuck, Morpheus, I am so in sync with 1221. I got screenshots of it from this morning when I woke up at 12:12, and then 12:21 I was looking at the phone again for some fucking reason. They're just, that doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. And that's one of my right on track. It just, no, it doesn't stop. and it's the power of the 6, right? 1221. So it's the 6, and I'm surfing that 6 wave big time. Fifth world. Yeah, it's literally 5D, so clear. Yes, it is. Once it comes down, I'll consider eating a mushroom or something, but I feel like we're releasing extra DMT. I don't know. Man, I don't even know if I would ever try a mushroom again, just because I got so much of the Mountain Rain. She put out a video. I only saw it yesterday, but I think it was like 36 hours ago. I forget the title of it, but it's Jim Morrison speaking. She uploaded the video, and up here we is stoned immaculate. Up here we is stoned immaculate. It's important. Up here we is stoned immaculate. Why? The stoned is a double meaning. Actually, there's more to it than double, but I'm just going to go into double. Why stoned? Why? Because when we've lived the path we've lived, we've been stoned for our ideas and our thoughts, and holy fucking woo! Tone change. Because we've been stoned all our life for our ideas, for our values, for our inner, like, us, who we are, right? So we've been stoned immaculate. We've been stoned all our life. People throwing stones, not knowing what the fuck they be talking about. So that part. But the stoned immaculate part is that release of the, the chemicals, endorphins, the crystalline DNA, and just that feeling of always, like, it's a constant buzz, right? And it's not overwhelming. It doesn't ever feel like, oh, you need to go, and just hang on to that. Hey, Elsie, darling. You see the 1221? Right on, baby. Morpheus, Genevieve, yes. Me too, 1221. Yep. And, for me, 2112, 1221, it doesn't matter what order I see it in, but it's very prevalent. It's not going anywhere. The 1221 and the 144s are they're so in my face that it's just like a part of me is just like, okay, leave me alone, I get it. But then again, maybe I don't, right? Maybe there's something I'm not harnessing. I don't know, but I feel good, and that's all that matters to me. Hey, Deli One Gray, how you doing? Got my gray fingernails. What? Me love gray. I'm not sure what that means. Tom the Tone Age. Tom says I want some weed now. Oh, okay, that's what you meant, Alex. I'm Groot. Timeline changes. I've never experienced the Mandela effect before. You stay safe too, Deli One Gray. Thanks for popping in if you're not staying. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it's a whole different thingy, Alex, to like watch videos, hear people speak about the Mandela effect, and then when you're actually going through it and it's like in your reality, it's a whole other level of integration and just flowing with it, going with it. There's still fear around the Mandela effect, right? And there's still the I don't even know to what point that people, still think it's out of our and their control, and not, really understanding that we are manifesting this. And, if we harnessed the manifestation power, magic of it, for the greater good, how faster and just smoothly things can go, right? Timeline changes. I don't even have the words. I don't even think I use the same terms as other people. So sometimes it sounds like I'm talking about something else, but I'm talking about the same thing that someone else speaks of more eloquently than I do, right? But I am a lifetime timeline jumper, so it's, for me, it's just like everyone catching up in a way, and I don't say that in a cocky way. It's just like I've been sent, I've been guided to be places in certain moments where I'm changing, like, I don't even know how many timelines to not bring in a certain timeline. And, the clearest and most simple example I would have of that is, being guided to be somewhere where I was never thought I would be, and then seeing something, and by saying and being consciously aware of the one thing that could happen, doesn't happen because I'm switching it as it's about to happen, not letting it happen. And like, that sounds so blah blah blah, like it doesn't even make any sense, right? I'm not the eloquent person to describe. I just do. I don't need to explain it and validate it or have anybody ever believe that I do that. I just do. Bridget, I'm getting sequential numbers 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 2, plus the regular 144, the 555, yeah, 6996. Yeah, same. The sequential numbers are very prominent for me as well. Thanks for reminding me, Bridget. But the 1, 2, 3, 4, or 2, 3, 4, 5, like backwards type of thing, or frontwards. I'm getting that a lot. a lot. And I just reminded myself as I was speaking earlier too, that just sometimes I forget to ask, like, is there something you specifically want me to know? I just kind of coast and use them to gauge to what point I'm aligned, right? I'm not sometimes asking, is there something more you want me to know or do or be? Top of my head tickling. Oh yeah, crazy, hey? I have not, I don't usually have like long nails, and like they grew of their own. They were like cut short because I like to, when I stretch, I like to do my stretches where I'm like right on, just using my fingertips basically to harden my tips, so that if and when I actually get to mountains and be able to climb, then my fingers will be not so virgin-y as they are. But I decided to let my nails grow just to see how fast they grew, and it's cray just how fast they grow. They are so hard that if I try to cut them with a nail clipper, the snap sound that it makes is insane, and it feels like I'm like actually destroying myself. So I'm gonna let them break when they're ready, but I'm noticing to what point like they're like just unbendable. They're so hard that it's cray. But yeah, and so yeah, I forget what I was talking about that. Bridget, the events are going by sequence. Yes, not time. A smart person pointed that out to me. Yeah, it is. It's by sequence. It's by I was outside last night and got the second time that the blackbird went by singing in the middle of the night. And Tom, I forget, I don't write things down and document well, so I had written to you in a comment the other day, I forget which day, when the blackbird sang in the middle of the night the first time, and he did it again last night. And I was like, oh, okay, I thought I would hear this only once, and then was told, no, there will be 3 times. This is the second. And so, and that thing of not waking up and feeling like something hasn't clicked, that everything is clicking. It's so big what's happening in the background that there's no reports or anything that can be done about it right now. It's not, you either have the higher knowing or you don't. It's doesn't, it's not a time to like just fucking concentrate on that if you don't. But yeah, but going by sequence, not time. Time is not, you know. Interesting. GI as well. Hair too. Yeah, the hair is like just, it looks like it's just sitting here, and then it feels like it's all like, oh yeah, that's why I was talking about my nails. One of the reasons I grew them is just so I could be like just scratching at myself. Wow, cool. Thanks for saying that, Elsie darling. The things are crazy. I was standing over a fire a month ago. The birds were swirling above my head and it was midnight. Yeah, exactly. And those are synchronicities that I've waited all my life, you know, that I was told like that would be a sign and that would be you know, the turning points. So they're coming, you know, the visions are coming into fruition and completely like just like blowing my whoa wide open. Tom says my whole brain is moving around in my head. Mine feels pretty solid right now, and I'm not being sarcastic or not validating what you say. I've had that feeling. I know what it is when nothing feels like it's connected in there and it's all moving around and being reformed and reshaped and all that shit. So it's because I'm just not, everything feels like it's like right. It's all wired where it's supposed to be, or there's gonna be more stuff. Every time I think that a certain part of my body is just done with certain upgrades, it's like, oh, here we go again. Really? What the fuck? Shout out to babies who grow so fast and that, you know, everybody thinks like, oh, why is that baby crying? And like, shut the fuck up. If you had any memory of what it's like to grow and be reformed and reshaped, you would not be, you know, have some empathy for these babies that grow within a time frame that shit. I've been in DNA upgrades and like my whole body restructuring from the inside out and outside in and inside out for so many freaking years that, like I said earlier, I always think I'm done. I can't do more. Can't, you know, I can't spend another like day laying there while everything in my stomach, you know, just yeah. Obviously, it can happen over and over. Wow, see, you're the opposite of me. Alex says, I can concentrate on 2 or 3 things at once. Never could do that before. See, me, it's the opposite. I'm a lifelong multitasker of being able to, like, read, watch TV, fucking do a bunch of shit at the same time, and I can't. I can barely do one thing at a time anymore. Yeah. And I say I can barely do one thing at a time anymore. If I'm meant to be doing something, I don't, you know, I can throw myself into it and not come out for hours. But Bridget, I just noticed my headache is gone. Yeah, it's weird, eh? When it's been there so freaking long that you don't even notice when it's gone because it's been there so long. I get it. And it is that thing. You just all of a sudden wake up one day and it's gone. And then it's like you don't even realize it's gone yet because it was there for so freaking long. Totally get it. Yeah. Alex, my head is gone for me too. Very weird. No, not weird at all. It does come to that point. It really does. And a part of it is the asking, a part of it is the believing, and it does. Elsie, darling, my body is healing an issue I've had for over 20 years. So grateful. Exactly. I totally. Yep. It really is. And the more that you're aware of it, that you're grateful for it, the faster that it goes as well. It really does. It's all in our us and our imagination and what we believe and perceive of it. Some people regress, right? Because it's so too good to be true that their body finally feels a certain way that they regress of not believing in it anymore and, double back into pain because it's so miraculous what's happening that it gets refused. Instead of more accepted and more integration, it gets refused. Alex, I've had headaches for 2 days now, but it's gone. Bridget, yay, loud music again. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Nova, how you doing today? Tom, I feel the cool sensation from the waters. My eyes are twitching, but cool. Yeah, my eyes, major twitch mode. Not now during the day, but it starts in the evening at night. The jolts too. I don't know who gets the jolts in here. I think me and Bridget, we've talked about the jolts before. Some people get them, some people don't. I don't know. I don't know what the deciding factor of needing them or having them is, but I said the other couple days ago, it would be much easier to get hit by lightning one time than to get hit with these random jolts at all times, just, and they're all in fixed locations. Like, I've really come to grasp that it hits certain spot, and there's some that have hit me where I literally, like, I move. If I would be walking, I would be propelled into something. But these jolts usually happen when I'm not in movement, and they're usually for me at night when I lay down to actually sleep. But I know there's time periods in the last years that I've had them like all day as well. But that's been a while. I think I've also asked to just have them at night. If I'm gonna get jolted, I don't want it to be when I'm driving. I manifest my reality. I may not completely understand what the jolts are. They do feel like they're for my good, so I do accept them. But I do ask that the time frame be in the evening and night, not just randomly all the time. All right on. My cat went to the vet today, got medicine for him, and I got a drawing tablet for digital art. Oh, neato, Nova. Lily Rose is really into, I forget what the app is. It's a Pix something. But the app that she has, my other daughter was wishing that she didn't have like a PC, that she had a tablet to be able to use it. That's how much my oldest daughter would wish that she could have it, to be doing digital art instead of taking out the markers, the crayons, and the what do you call them, pastels. Your feet are tired at the moment. Just gonna join your live and unwind. Yeah, welcome, Nova. I'm glad you're here. You're in my thoughts all the time, honey. All the time. Bridget, I've been putting my feet up lots lately. I also rub them with lavender lotion. Tell them thank you, I love you, you're important to me, I see you. It's funny you say that, Bridget. Thanks for your honesty and transparency, because I was realizing, I don't know when, not long ago, in the last 24 hours, that I'm not touching myself a lot and being grateful. I'm just like skipping that step, I guess. And, yeah. Just realizing that I forget to be grateful for my little me. And that's the trick of the body, is the gratitude. The loving every single, like, little itty bitty part that makes the whole, and being grateful for it, is what I've integrated into my life to have a relationship with my body where I don't manifest pain. I manifest discomfort still sometimes, but not pain. And using the word discomfort instead of pain also is something that has changed my perception of how things feel, and help me to manifest what's best for, my spirit that's within this, this meat package I choose. Knees are so important. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. We got weird stuff that happens to my knees and joints when they decide that they pop and align into something that my body never had. I don't even have the words for it. It's supernatural, that's for sure. Hi, Trixie. How are you doing today, sweetie? How's it going in your part of the world? What's the sun? You got sun today? Nova. Just love the body for its existence, not only just what it does for you. Our bodies listen to us, and love is healing. Exactly. And the belief that we manifest what our body looks like for our greater good, it's so important to have faith that our package was our package for a reason. And first of all, the utter, complete 144% belief that if you're not comfortable in your package, then you manifest it into what you want it to be. It's part of our magic, and it's one of the parts that's so hard to release and let go of the programming, because we've been programmed. Like, that's major, If we let go of the programming and just start to live within our body and use it trustingly, ask for it to work in unison with us, it's a different world. It's the fountain of youth. It is the fountain of youth. And I'm not coming from a place where I'm this like new fledgling person and newly awakened. I'm 48 years old in this body, and I know my power, what I can manifest, what I choose to manifest. It's me. It's me doing this. Tom, I feel the pain because of my lightning, I've come to realize. Trixie, I'm good here. We still have cool weather today, but still sunshine. Nice. Walking your dog? Neato. Right on. Yeah, we're still in cool. But cool is still warm for us right now. It feels amazing. Nova says, I haven't eaten all day. Find something to eat. I'll be right back. Right on. I see at the timestamp it's 15:06, 3:06, and I don't usually eat till after 3 p.m. minimum. I don't like eating in the morning or early daytime, no matter what time that I wake. And that's part, for me, of the programming of what we're taught to believe, when is the best time to eat and how much. As soon as I stopped following that, I never had any problems again. The only problems I had was justifying why I'm not eating when people are asking me, why aren't you eating? Or, questions about that. But for me, and it depends what I'm doing in my life, right? In my reality. But when I'm in just like the way that I am now, I don't need a lot of food. I'm not physically active. My physically active is stretching. So it's not something that's bringing up, and needs a lot of energy the same way. And I eat before I sleep, and I need that. That's when I need the food, is before I go to bed. It's not all day. It's before I go to bed. Tom says that's the eating time for me too. Yeah. And I've had different periods of my life where, I'm highly physically active, doing, physical work, demanding mental work, where the presence and the focus needs to be there. And I eat differently then. But that way you can't outwit creation. Exactly. You can't outwit it, but if you go against it and listen to what we've been told, then you're killing your body, You're killing your body by listening to all those steps that are to be taken to be healthy, if you listen to those, right? Just in my lifetime, how much the Canadian Food Guide has changed is like, and if I look at the portions and what they say that I should be putting into my body, it's like, are you fucking kidding me? It doesn't compute to me. I don't get it. And the only times I've ever felt like shitty within myself in the last a certain amount of years is when I'm trying to follow other people's timelines and how they eat. That's the only time that I'll, and I consciously have lowered my vibes in order to be with other people and follow the way they eat, so that I'm on the same, frequency, instead of being all like up here and nobody can like see or understand a gosh darn word I say, because I'm not in a frequency that to be seen. Yeah, creation will take care of you if you let it. Definitely. Yeah, if you listen to your body and what it's asking you for, can't go wrong. Obviously, it depends on the relationship you have with your body. If you're in self-sabotage, even then, if someone's in self-sabotage mode of a certain thing, I really flow and believe that everything happens for a reason. So whether you want to believe that you were self-sabotaging for 20 years because you ate junk food and did certain patterns, those patterns were needed in order to live out the soul contracts of the people you needed to meet when you were living a certain timeline. So nothing was ever in vain, and nothing was ever for no reason. I started saying it last year in my videos, where it is not just about what we put into our bodies, it's about where we go when we get things. So if we're guided to go down, like if we're craving chips all of a sudden and we're guided to go down the chip aisle, like think of the things that happened when you went down that chip aisle. There was somebody that you talked to there, or there was something at the cash register. That something always happens because of the result of another action that we did. So it's a way of also like finding self-forgiveness of like, whoa, I really was meant to be there at that exact moment getting that bag of chips because that conversation that I had, or that, you know, it's so much deeper and more than just the one action that we think we're making that affects just us. But whether we integrate and believe it or not, we're not in service of self. We were born in service of others. We planned the timelines of meeting and having, you know, soul contract exchanges, whether they be just a look, a hello, or an intense conversation. All these things were planned. Hi, Michelle K. How's your day going? Michelle says, yes, I made myself sick by eating too much sugar. Heck yeah. Yeah. I totally get it. And then if you kind of analyze sometimes, like, whoa, in that moment that I made myself sick by eating too much sugar, I was being asked to rest all day. I was already really tired. I was already being asked to rest all day, and I didn't listen. So then my stomach hurt, so that I did listen. You know, like your body made that happen so that you would just lay there, you know, and listen to what the next thing was. Or that if you had something planned and you were supposed to go do something, okay, now we're social distancing, so we're not doing exterior things, but people are still planning. So if you plan to go work in your garden and then you ate too much of something and then you have to lay down, did you eat that because you're not supposed to be in your garden? You're supposed to be laying down, and your body kind of did that thing so that you would do the thing that you were really guided to do, not the thing you were thinking to do. I know, that's whacked, but just, it goes so much deeper than just like, oh, you know, one thing. It's so much deeper than that. Tom, plans are out the window. Yes, exactly. As soon as there's a plan, question like, why am I planning? And sometimes the plan is real, right? It needs to be there, and it's like the inspiration. But I'm not sure yet. Why? What do you want? Okay, that's going to take me a minute or two to do, so I'm not quite done yet. Is there anything else you can have that's quicker?
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, give me a bit then. Hey, G. Angelfish. Hi, sweetie. Group hug for sure. Be the ball. No bounce, no play my medicine. Tom says, I forgot what I was planning already. Exactly. It doesn't. G called me the other day, and he said to me, he asked if I could go to the store, and I said, okay, but I don't know when. And, you know, he's a planner, so this period is very hard for him, and I'm standing in my sovereignty where, okay, he wants me to go to the store, I'll go, but I'm going to go when I'm guided to go, not when he says I want this, right? Oh my gosh, House of Beloved. Hey, beloved ones, I'm making pizza and watching you. Hey, sweetie. I'm not shocked you popped in here. Helen, Skygazer, and I were mentioning you at the beginning of the live. So welcome, sweetie. It's so nice to see you. But yeah, I couldn't give him the timeline of when I was going to go to the store, so when I was guided and when everything said go, I went in that moment, and it was a good thing I went in the moment that I was listening to myself, because they're making, they're only accepting a certain amount of people in stores. I'm making us be in line. So I avoided the line because I went at the time that I was guided to go, not just, Tom, I was planning to remember the planning for the plan of planning plans. Exactly. Michelle says I'm always late for my appointments. I'm either so early for all my appointments or just annoyingly late. I am annoyingly late when I think I know where I'm going, and then I realize as I'm looking for a building or a place that I have no clue where I am. I'm like the worst person to go into the town where I've lived for years and years and years and turn in circles and think I know where I'm going but have no clue. Yet I can get into a car and drive to the East Coast and not even get lost in Montreal or any of those places. Go figure. Oh man, Angelfish just had a heavy dose of fire medicine. Nice, sweetie. We're in a fire ban. I can't make a fire. I got my inside, my pipeline, I call it my pipeline black snake fire. Gratitude for what I got. Hoping it's the last year. Enough of that. But, so the fake flame is, it helps. It doesn't, it doesn't rock my crank the way that, real fire, but it's still a flame, and it's enough to light my imagination, but it's placebo fire. It's not the same. Yeah. House of Beloved is making pizza. I love it. Fire medicine lined up with spider medicine. Purposefully move your light. Yeah. Yeah. Purposefully. That's important, eh? It really is, Angelfish. There does come that point where there's the purpose behind it. You don't just purposefully. It's important. Claiming the sovereignty, claiming the magic, claiming the power. That's where we're at. Stacked one way, fire burns bright. Stacked another, it burns hot. House of Beloved, where are you living now? I remember we were both moving around at the same time, just trying to land. Yeah, I was guided to be back where I left. So I got 3.5 months of an epic adventure of not quite knowing where we were going to be, and then got guided right back to where I left. So I'm in Northeast Ontario. Yeah, that was a rude awakening. That was, I gotta say, for having the balls to just sell everything and be ready to be anywhere within the limitations of the fact that I have no passport, so anywhere in Canada, to like be ready to be anywhere in Canada and then to be guided right back to where I started felt like the biggest bitch slap from the universe ever. I cried. I ain't gonna lie. I cried. I cried a lot. I cried and I screamed at the universe a lot, saying bad and yucky words to like, how dare you, like, bring me back here. And then really was told, you were never meant to leave. You're the one that decided to like run away and have an adventure. If that adventure wasn't enough to satisfy you, 3.5 months, I don't know what is. That's the answer I got from, like, source. It was like, you whiny little shit. You already got a lot. You weren't meant to have that, and you took it. But yeah. So yeah, you get it, eh? Yeah, and I thought I'm fine with being brought back after I had my hissy fit. I was like, I'm fine with being brought back. Then show me what was right in front of me all along that I was missing. And it turns out I was never really missing anything of, being isolated and introverted. That there's nothing more. It's just my energy and my ley line and where I'm meant to be. There's nothing more. Oh. Hey, Nova. What did you grab to eat, Nova? Elsie, darling, sold my house, nearly everything in it, lived on the road for 3 months, landed in these mountains. Best decisions I ever made. Yeah, see, for me, Elsie, darling, we landed in Mabou, Cape Breton. I finally remembered the name. I got to Mabou and had a special day, and I told Lily Rose, I was like, I know we've only been camping for a little while, but it's been a weird-ass day, and I want a bath, and I want a bed, which right at the beginning of our journey was, like, already weird because I was very happy to be sleeping outside. So we got a room in an inn at 8:30 at night, and at 11:30 at night I was looking at the owner saying, looks like you need some help around here. How about I take the basement with Lily Rose and we're gonna work for you? Well, I'm gonna work for you and Lily's gonna live her little Lulu life. So within 3 hours of meeting an inn owner, I was the next morning moving into the basement and gonna live there. And long story short, it took 7 days to understand that even if you find the most beautiful, amazing, perfect spot in the world, and even if you can find a job there and manifest a home within 3 hours, it don't mean you're going to belong. It don't mean you're welcome to stay there. And it don't mean that you don't have to get your ass back to where your higher self is leading you. But yeah. Yeah, you totally get it, Elsie, darling. That's exactly what Lily and I did, except we were guided right back to where I started. How so, beloved. That happened to me. Went back to California for a year, unwillingly, but obviously led. Then 1 week before the virus, I was told to leave CA. I was crazy. I sold everything and left for Georgia. We are flexible. Yep. That's a week before this happened. I was telling G above that I was done renting the basement and I would be gone by April 1st or before that. And then I was like, oh, am I, like, going anywhere? And was told, no, not right now. So here I am. Angelfish spin cycles showed me I just needed clarity. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Elsie, darling, it's interesting. I left Georgia and landed on the North Carolina-Georgia state line. Right on. Cereal, Cheerios, plain and Chex Mix cereal. Vanilla and chocolate. Mix the two. Right on. That way, camping for 8 years now, loving it. Yeah. I totally get it. Lily Rose got sick of it at the end, though. We were in a camper. I refused to turn on the propane. I did not want to be responsible for the heat in the old camper that was not mine. and I just wanted to live without having to be responsible for any of that. So she was sick of it at the end of September, just a little. Hey, Corey Reeves. How you doing, blood thick brother? Elsie, darling, you get it. I tried to move to Asheville. Creator wasn't having it. Yep. Totally get it. Peace, love. Hey, sweetie. Thanks for the swan videos. You have no idea what you're doing to me in the most beautiful way. We don't have swans here, and the swan energy is like through the roof for me. And then here you are posting swan videos and be like, just like, whoa, loving it. That way. House of Beloved. Yeah, that way. I'm in a tent in my mom's garden. Exactly. We're not in a tent. It's too freaking cold. The earth will not be ready for that for another month, probably. Angelfish. The kids are running around with the yard with wings on. Right on. The swan is Aphrodite. That makes sense. Anybody else have anything quick off just the top of their head of like what swan represents or significance or anything? Thanks. Peace and love. Peace, love. Be happy all for sure. Yep. Grace. The swans and grace. Yeah. Yeah. Swan is balance of power and grace. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Peace Love says grace is what I'm feeling. Me too. That's the message that's very prevalent for me. Yeah. Integrate and not push away that feeling of the state of grace. Elegance and relevance. Peace, love, grace is what I'm feeling. Yeah. I know I just repeated that, but I needed it. Nova says, my dream book says swans means doot 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 doot. Signifies ideals and goals. Okay. Graces. Ideals and goals. Venus, Aphrodite, presented herself to me during my awakening. Now she sends me doves. Elsie Darling says, that's beautiful. I'm just having like a flashback of when I met Callie. Oh man. That was interesting for sure. Angelfish, power is in the sovereign strength. Yeah. It really is. It really is. And sovereign strength also would how do I say it? That's why I'm doing live streams, is to gather us so that we're all the energy of us, whether people choose to speak or not, whether, you know what I mean, like anything, but that the power and numbers of that sovereign strength is amplified, even if it's just for little periods of the day, but that there's an amplification of what I'm feeling merging with the people who so choose to gather and be present, that we all gift our together vibration for the greater good, like the amplification of how I feel multiplied by how we all collectively feel. And it's important. House of Beloved says, thank you for the live stream, love. I need you all in spirit and in form. I'm grateful for all we are doing, the work and the love. Well said, and you're welcome, sweetie, but well said. In spirit and in form. I find that in form. It's important. I'm comfortable in myself. I'm aligned. I'm whole. I pivot. I rise. I am elevated. I am stronger when we connect in form, whether it be in comments or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm someone, I've done the work, I've been on this journey for a long time. It is not for my greater good for me to step back and hermitize. It is not for my greater good, nor for the greater good of anything for now, where I'm at. It's resistance for me to not do a live stream at this point, when I feel it. That being said, I also can feel, not specific, this person, but I can feel people calling me to do a live, to gather us. And it's not resistance if I'm not like hopping on. First of all, if I hopped on every time, I could feel someone saying, I wish you were on. I wish I could listen to you right now. I wish we were together. Then I would be on a lot, which is not for the greater good, and it's not what I'm guided to do. But a part of it is also that if someone is watching me thinking, I enjoy her voice, she soothes me, and I need this and it feels good, please don't discount yourself, that the reason that you're watching, listening to me, and having this feeling and sensation is that you're being asked to do this as well, right? We're here to learn from each other, and if someone has already uploaded the streaming apps and is just in resistance of doing them, resistance only brings like a persistence of more syncs and signs and stuff. So I said it yesterday or in another live stream that I did. Other people must need to come online so that others can disengage and elevate to the next level of certain things. There's never going to be too many people doing a live stream. It doesn't matter if you have only one person in it or 10 or whatever. It's the quality, not the quantity, that counts right now, Yeah, angel fish, together, happier we'll be. Exactly. We haven't done all this work of integrating, of being happy and whole and comfortable in ourselves in order to just live in a bubble and not use that for the greater good, right? Yeah. House of Beloved. I was also a hermit for years. YouTube is an excellent platform for us hesitant sages and mystics. Exactly. It is. It really is. And I'm grateful that I chose to listen to, what I was being pushed and guided to do for so long, that I've let myself do it. It's really pretty much all I've got as interactions, right? So it's needed for me. Thank you, Angelfish. My voice is full of light, language, and calm. Thank you. Nova, I had a dream about goldfish, which means I have hands-on healing ability according to my book. Definitely you do, sweetie. But it also means that I need a way to use that healing. I don't know how though. Ask within, sweetie. And don't discount that when you showed your art, Nova, the activations that it brought up in me, the inspiration, that the colors, that your patterns, that your art, it was really like, I know that if it's powerful what you shared, Nova, and sometimes it's not meant that you're going to, be a healer that's going to touch people and, blah, 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 but that the power comes through your hands into your art, and that's what touches people on so many levels, right? So trust yourself, Nova. You have all the answers inside, and just trust yourself. Tom, I'm watching the energy move around you. It's like a fine mist. Zoom in. I can't imagine. I said it in my video, whatever, live the other day. People who see energy, I don't know what they see, but I know what I see when I, look. So, yeah, it's there, right? It's there and it's real. Oh, right on, Nova. I was just drawing and coloring a goldfish. It looked beautiful. Right on. I haven't taken a pen, and I have been very stagnant in a lot of things. My words opened up for me, and then I was just enjoying them so much that they've closed back up a little bit, and I haven't put anything like pen to paper, color. Yeah. Elsie Darling says Reiki to Nova. Definitely. And Reiki's so much about distance, right? That it doesn't have to be anything that's... Don't forget, even within what's considered a spiritual and new age or esoteric knowledge, there's also programs in there of what we were told, and that certain things or levels are needed for mastery. Those are programs as well, and I know that can piss off people who have been doing Reiki and followed masters, but that's a program as well. It really is. It so is. And that's one of the hard ones to digest, because within the spiritual community, people have worked so hard. They've paid a lot of money to, and they believe that they have this hierarchy of knowledge because they learned it a certain way. And it's like, I'm sorry, boo-boo, but I didn't do all that, and I just do naturally what, you know, it doesn't, and I don't need anyone to validate that I do it or that I don't. You get it, Elsie? Yeah. That's like saying to someone, I had someone watch me read cards for someone once, and then when she left, I was told that I was full of shit, that his mother was, a tarot reader and gave me all these things and said that nothing that I did was correct, that what I did to that woman by reading her cards was going to destroy her instead of make her better in her life. And, well, that was pretty much, you're out of my fucking life, you piece of shit. Get the fuck out. Like, if you can't fucking watch what you just watched and understand what you just saw, you're the fuck out of here. But everything that she was guided to come to me when I pulled and ask me to pull those cards. People in my reality are aware that I have cards and that I pull, but they're also very aware that I do not play with it. You can't just, call me up and say, like, I need an answer for something. Like, I don't play that way. I'm solidly guided when I say yes, or I already know somebody's coming when they're on their way. But she needed what she got from me because she was to have a miscarriage within the days before she came to me. And it's the fact that how I read the cards to her made it that she was prepared to have the miscarriage and live it with bliss and ease and an inner solid knowing that this child had told her that she was going to eject herself, that it wasn't time yet, that it was for the father to learn to what point, that the father was ready, but not in this little time span, and that they needed to go through this process of the miscarriage of this one child in order to bring in the 3 other ones that were already, there, and saying, like, you're going to go through this grief of the one, but you're going to get back 3 healthy children in a timeline of a future that, that all came to pass. Tom says, I'm going to be a free healer to piss them. Fucking piss on everybody, Tom. Woohoo! For free. Oh, so beloved, I'm so sad of what religion has done to God, but I'm so grateful, and so many have broken free and can see the value in every teaching and system. Exactly. Blah. I'm not sad about stuff anymore. I think it's just fucking hilarious. It's funny. It's funny what people, not gonna discount myself, have, been programmed to believe. It's hilarious. You can't even make this shit up of believing what we believe, right? The body being the majorest one. How I was saying earlier that program of how long we think we can live, what it actually means to have a body, that you actually would listen to someone tell you that you need this when your body's saying you need that, and you're going to listen to the person saying you need this just because they got a fucking, a degree in something. Well, round and round the merry-go-round. Also, beloved, I came through the Christian way, but I have 4 decks of tarot. I get crazy looks. I don't even know what kind of looks I get anymore. Bridget, yep, you probably are. You're the one that knows. You're the mommy, but I believe the oldest came to me twice. Second time she stayed. Bless. Exactly. Yep. Hey, Melissa. We love you, girl. Oh man, you better say yes, Tom. If Melissa wanna be editing you, you say yes. Whoop! You edit my Tom. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop whoop. That's gonna make me cry. I know. I love you guys. Angelfish, my family disowned me for tarot. Sorry about that, sweetie. We're your family now. We're your family now. Yeah, Tom, I'm very, puddle of just, mush. The full circle of, tribe. Feels really good. It is a special moment, Tom. I hope you feel the love. I hope you feel, the belonging and, I just hope you realize, you did it. You showed yourself, and you did it. Really proud of you, Tom. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too, Angelfish. They don't see that. They use their Bible the same way. Exactly. Yeah. Also, beloved, we take you as family, Angelfish, and you fit in here, love. Yes, you do. And you fit in whether you never touch those tarot cards again or whether you want to make a dress out of them and walk around in a tarot dress. You fit in if you decide that, I'm going to make up my own cards and they're going to have stick figures and, that's what I'm going to read to you. You fit in no matter what. It's true. It's true. It's Genevieve, Melissa kind of laughs. It's true. It's the allowing of me not care if today you're jumping up and down on your bed, Melissa, making a video, and if you don't make another video jumping up and down on your bed for your whole life and you choose to make a video of something else, I love you no matter what. Yeah, tarot dress, why not? If you get sick of doing something with something, then you repurpose it into something else. Imagine walking down the road and it would be kind of hard to be bendy in a tarot dress, but hey, I could make a skirt out of that shit. Yeah, to each his own, the acceptation of everyone. Make Bible meditations like me, House of Beloved says. Angelfish, red dirt road, dust all over all of our boots. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Angelfish, my family are pastors too. Yeah. And these are the people that are gonna, that are falling, that are gonna fall and have the biggest rude awakenings, right? Of that belief. Elsie, darling, if Jesus ever saw what people were doing to his name, he never stopped throwing up. Hannah and her sisters. You think? I know I made a video before, but first of all, just we are the Christ consciousness. So if you think that you're not seeing Jesus when that hot chick on the subway is in front of you and you're undressing her with your eyes and wanting to fucking, you just fucked fucking Jesus, man. It's like, what are you doing, boy? Get your thoughts out of there. People realized to what point that just it blows my mind. Oh, right on. Thoughts and perceptions out loud. I have collaborated with John B. Yay. Making a music video at the moment. He's done a dance track. Right on. Right on, dude. Right on. He's setting everyone on the right path if they listen and hear the good words. Exactly, Bridget. Angelfish. We will be here, hands out, to help with the best sense of humor. Be giggles, hugs, and love from us. Exactly, sweetie. That's all that we can be. And it's the giggles. If you think you need to be wise and if you think you need to be eloquent, no. Harness that inner child. Keep that inner child ready for when the, when the saints come marching in and need some, loving. Have the giggles ready. It's going to be much easier to anchor the collective kind of laughing at things than it is going to be, or to even try to be logical, and it's the giggles that'll get us through. They already have, depending on how you so choose to harness your giggle energy, right? Melissa throws an invitation. Anybody who wants to be in a music video, please send me footage of you dancing. That's Thoughts and Perceptions Out Loud. Oh, so beloved, Elsie, yes, Jesus is in all of us, the best of us. I pray we will see God face to face. I see God in you, my family. Exactly. Exactly. Elsie darling says, thank you, be as little children. Exactly. It's so important. And angelfish, the Heyoke medicine. Yes. Yes. Can't grab inner knowing and shove it up anybody's ass, but you can giggle your buns off and make it easier, simpler, purer. Sacred clown. Yep, you get it, Elsie. House of Beloved. When I lived in Zuni, I don't know what state NM is. I'm not, shit, I thought I knew all my states' abbreviations. I don't. The Heyoka was my favorite, the clown that prevents the sacred from becoming sterile. Yep. And for me, when I met people who, title themselves healers and whatever title, if there was no humor, I always came out sucked dry. Only the people who were able to integrate and had the key of the humor inside them ever were on a level that I really actually got, in New Mexico, of course, a healing exchange. And even when I was separated from my husband for a year, and I'm the one that chose to leave, so I'm the one that destroyed a family. So I went and I needed to speak to someone because I was sick of talking to friends, and then they all say their perceptions on what they would want you to do, and I just needed someone to talk to. So I went and saw a social worker, and his name was Michael, and he laughed at me 3/4 of the time I was talking. And he would say, I'm so sorry. I've never laughed like this when people tell me their story. And I was like, no, it's okay. It's like, thank God I got you, because if I would have gotten, you know, somebody who would have like had a pen and told me to lay down and was all serious, I would have never been able to get it out. But the way that I spoke and how, you know, my most tragic events, how I can say them out loud and turn them into something that, you know, giggled is fancy so much that, you know, it was awesome. I don't want to do that right now. Give me a minute. I'm on my way. 150 timestamp.
100 hours later.
Melissa says, oh my god, I uploaded the David, I don't know how to pronounce, is it Ike band video today, and they took it down after 10 minutes. Huh. I'm not sure how you could encode that so that it wouldn't be. Is it in your title? Make your title inconspicuous. How my lives are getting uploaded and then they're not being flagged for comments when I swear like a motherfucker in them just goes to show that a part of what's flagging videos is what's in the title. Change the title and see, you know, what happens just with that. Maybe if you didn't put out the oral content but wrote it on the screen, it would keep the video up. But at this point, Melissa, there's something to be said for when you have the knowledge. I know that we're, you know, still thinking three-dimensionally of I have to put out the YouTube video, but if you have the knowledge inside, first of all, feel, you know, comfortable and, I don't know what word, blessed in your knowledge, but if it's inside you, then you've already put it out into the collective. We have access to your collective, like your thoughts that you've put out there, right? Your thoughts and perceptions that you don't have to say out loud anymore, that you just think. If they're meant to get to us, they will. They will, Melissa. They will. We call ourselves Shiny Turd. Yeah. See, turd is a French thing. A third. French people can't say the TH, so everybody's a turd at some point. Bridget says she's halfway through the David Icke, I don't know how to say that video. Thanks for bringing it to her awareness. And Melissa, good point. Actually, tarot was not created to tell the future. It was to inspire. Exactly. We manifest reality, so even if you've been to someone who tells you your future, just the fact that they've told you, you're going to manipulate it and, you know, either believe in a certain timeline. I know people who, you know, have been dying for 20 years. They have not been living, they've been dying. They you know, they're always sick. There's always something wrong. Just whether they go to a healer or tarot and anybody, even if they get told, like, you're done with this, they still wouldn't believe it because they want to be dying, right? If you guys seen the movie Push, okay, for me that was like a pivotal movie in understanding our gifts, the things that have been hidden from us. You know, whether you want to take it on a whatever level, that movie has it all. It's all in there. and I resonate with the little girl character the best. I forget what her name is in the movie. I forget what her name is in real life too. Anyways, she's a teenager character, and she draws the future, but like she says, as soon as I've drawn it, it's out there and everything can change. And that is so true. So, like anybody people who have gifts of visions don't tell people certain things, and it's not that because you're hiding it from them. You can't say certain things. It changes the person's reality if you do. That's it. We also like to be the turd falls down the turd, and the best chance not to fall down is the second hole, and at least the sound's stable. Melissa, when we live out of time, there's no future to predict. True. Elsie, darling, I used to read playing cards. I encouraged the use of oracles. Then came the day I set it all down and went inward. Yeah. I believe in that, Elsie, darling. I believe in the tools, but I believe that there's an abstinence to be had from the tools. Whether they be anything, crystals, cards, just anything. Anything. It's still there whether you have the card or not. If the thought comes into awareness and must come out, it's going to come out whether there's a card there or not. So, cards are not needed. Bridget 5 Tarot. I've been trying to tell my friends about these things. Now I have better words. Oh, cool. Thoughts and perceptions out loud. Avengers Infinity Wars is one to watch. I can't watch movies and stuff anymore. That's why when I watch the little that I do, like, Frozen 2 on repeat, watched it maybe 10 times, that I talk about it, because that's the only thing I was able to watch. I tried to watch Lady and the Tramp with Lily Rose yesterday, like the not the real old, cartoon version, and there was nothing to do to keep my attention on that. I couldn't handle it. It's not for me. There's nothing in there that's guided to. There's nothing. It's just sit there like a zombie and watch a screen because I'm gonna watch a movie. No, that does not compute. Nothing in there for me. Back away from the screen. Back away. Netflix suggestion here. Undone. So yummy. I'm not aware of what Undone is. Oh, so beloved. Elsie, yep. All the answers are within. I find the deck helps me with subconscious musings. Exactly. Yeah. Or the deck will help me when, because of the image that was on the picture, or that one little thing that, just I needed the image for. Yeah, Elsie, darling, I'm retired from film and TV. It took a very long time to not watch anything. Now no TV, bliss. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of stuff. So when I do, I'm very happy. Like for me to go to a movie theater, invest money, because I never know if I could sit there, is because I was solidly guided. Like when I saw Sonic, the trailer for Sonic, and just like fell in love with Sonic. I knew Sonic was a thing. He was never in my reality, and I can still see myself. It's like November 26th. I'm gonna watch Frozen, and I can't wait for Frozen, but the trailer for Sonic is on, and I'm crying, and I'm all in love with Sonic. and I knew I had to see Sonic, and I went and saw him the first day he came out, and I sat there, and it's like, I hope I really did the right thing. There's a lot of fucking people here today, and there's messages in here for me, and man, Sonic is the dude, man. Like, he's my dude. That movie had tons of stuff for me. Tarot teaches us to read symbols, to have awareness, then move into the trusting of your inner guidance. Exactly, sweetie. Yeah, House of Beloved. I have no TV, but some nights I like to snuggle with a good Netflix movie if I can find them. Exactly. I'm having trouble too. Like, I try to do that thing where I go get my favorite movie of all time that I used to love so much, and then I just can't watch it. So, in my memory, it's still my favorite movie of all time, but I just can't watch it anymore. That's where I'm at. Oh, well. I'm a weirdo with what feels good and what I can watch, and honestly, where I live is a true test of faith that this is just, the landing spot till I get there, because I can't look out the window and see certain, scenery the way that I've been able to in the last 4 years. And it's just like, I don't need, stuff. Just watching the little crack I've got in my window where there's the cedars and then the blue jays come in and out. That's enough for me, I could sit there and watch that for hours. Thoughts and perceptions out loud. I will admit this. I love the Trolls movie. Right on. I've never seen any of them before, but I know there's a new Trolls movie that, I don't know if it's out or if it came out, but with all the trolls that, like, of all the different genres. I thought that was so cute. I haven't seen it yet, though. Undone is about time travel and healers. Oh, right on. Elsie, darling, I would get physically ill watching. Yep, me too. Thanks, Melissa. I straightened it. That's why it looks different. I wanted to see the different, just without the curls, like the colors, and my hair's got that thing where you can't tell, but like brown on one side and then white on the other, and I don't even know what colors are in there, to be honest. Sometimes there's less and less white and it's all blonde and like gold, and then the next day it's turned back to white, so I never know what color it's going to be. Angelfish, we retreat into nature, music, and laughter. Yeah. Last movie we saw was Attila Battle Angel. Had to. So many downloads. Yeah, exactly. If you're guided to watch a movie, that's because there's the downloads in it, eh? It's like the way I was able to watch. I was guided to get Wonder Woman. I don't know which edition or how many they made, but the one where they're on the island at first. And I was guided to watch, and I was able to watch only till when she was in London and cracked the code. And a part of the reason I was able to watch it is to have the little bit of the understanding to explain to someone, if I'm talking to them one-on-one, that how she is a little how my brain works. Like, you may think I'm like, trying to fucking seduce or have other background thoughts, but I don't. I'm looking at you through the eyes of the way she's looking when she gets to London and has no fucking clue of everything she's going to see around her, and everything is new. That's how I see, and that's how I am. When the scene comes up and they've got, she says about, the book of sexuality or something, I forget what it was, but, and he's like, was it factual that you don't need men? And she's like, there was 11 volumes, and no, like, we don't need men. I forget exactly how it was. I only saw it once, but it's just like, facts are facts. Like, it is what it is. And I'm not saying we don't need men. Believe me, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just referring to the part in the movie where she's very detached. There's no, she's not sitting there trying to flirt, and it's just black and white. The sex is there, and that who they were as the reality of what they were in. The Amazons, the women are all together. There was no men. When he floated up on the beach, she was just like, whoa, what the fuck are you, right? Oh my God, it's a man. Elsie Darling says, I watch old classics from time to time on YouTube. It's funny you say that. I watched, I forget, a scene from a movie that Marilyn Monroe was in. It was one about the Yukon or something. But in the scenes where she's, like, it's a fake backdrop of a mountain, but in the scenes where she's literally acting, I could see just how pure she is, how proud of herself she is, and she's acting, and she's, this character that she's bringing out in that moment. She's just happy. And then later it flashes to a scene where, she's being used as the fucking sex kitten. She's put in a dress, she's got makeup on, she looks like she's half stoned out of her fucking gourd, and that she's doing this scene because she has to. This isn't who she wanted to be, and it's who she's, been made into, of that sex kitten thing. But I couldn't even watch more. I couldn't watch more because I was like that even as a child when I would watch, like Shirley Temple and Marilyn Monroe and James Dean. I would cry watching them because I knew just what they were going through. I didn't know what the words were, and I certainly didn't realize what I knew, but I always knew. Melissa, I always fall asleep like an old woman when I start watching a movie. You quack me up, you, and you calling yourself like an old woman. Fuck. I'm fucking old as balls and I can't sleep, so I don't fall asleep watching a movie, that's for sure. I just turn it off. I never got to watch Guardians of the Galaxy. I probably watched like one of the first. It's so hard, right? Because there's so many versions and so many that came out that I have no idea where we're at. I know I've said this before, but to me, Michael Keaton is Batman. Like, don't you be telling me there was more movies after and that there's another fucking Batman. Michael Keaton is Batman. That's it. And there's people who, unless they loved the Batman series, have no fucking clue what I'm talking about, right? That's too far back. See, I'm going to go John Wick on you guys again, and I don't watch them over and over. It's not because of the violence, has nothing to do with all that, but John Wick 1, 2, 3 are my go-to soundtracks for moving. Do I listen to other stuff? Yes, obviously, but the sounds created by I believe his name is.
It's been a minute.
Okay, I'm coming now for real.
It's been like 15 minutes.
I forget the names of the artists who did the soundtracks. Man, I suck to give a shout out. But yeah, my favorite is Daisy. If you guys ever look. I don't know what movie you mean. Gordy's Girl? I don't know what that movie is, Melissa. Elsie, darling, yeah, we can feel their truth, yeah. We have to be selective. Anything we take in too close to my feels, I guess. Yeah, I can't. And I don't want to be distracted in ways that bring me into certain things, right? I've had it with the sexualization and all this crap, so I see through it all. It's very hard for me. One of the things, if I'm gonna, do my John Wick shit, is that, 3 movies and not one of them has the sexualization of women. in John Wick 2, there was a scene where the lady starts to get undressed to go into her tub because she's going to be killed in that moment. And at first when she started to get naked, I was like, oh, here we go. They had to stick a naked scene in there. But it's like, no. The scene needed it, and she empowered herself. She didn't let him. He came to kill her, and she didn't let him. She splashed her own self in the tub and just fucking, yeah, I'll do it myself. And that was like one of the most powerful scenes. Like, you don't have to beg. You don't have to. You just play your part. Fleetwood Mac, Never Break the Chain. That song keeps coming up in my reality. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I've been on for 2:10. Me kind of just babbling off. And thank you. I appreciate, grateful for you guys coming in. Whether you commented or not, thank you for bringing together an energy that we've created, and that is smooth, calm, and I say that as the wind just gets louder and louder outside here. Thank you for being with me in this midday. I think we're Monday. I don't know. Love you, Melissa. Have a good evening to those who are, on the end of their day. And, yeah.